Okay, so let's start. So you can see I put the band just below the knee and then I hook my foot around. So this is just on the top of or just on the inside there near the heel. So you really want to kind of push your heel down, sort of rolling your toes in a little bit too. So in that way you can really drive the band sort of downwards and inwards. And then I switch over to the other side as well. And in both of these, you can see that I'm keeping my knee really still. It's not a great view to see the external and internal rotation. So before it was internal, this one's now external. That is, I'm driving my foot away from the midline of the body before I was driving it towards the midline of the body. And now switch over to the other side, and then you can see wrap it right around. And now doing the outside again. So this is external rotation. So I'm pushing my foot away from the midline of the body, keeping my knee really still. And trying to, you can see I'm keeping it relatively at about that 90-degree angle. It's not exactly 90 degrees, but it's relatively around that 90-degree angle is going to be about what you want to get the right position to really activate the muscles. But really, it really comes down to what you can feel. You should be able to feel, like in this one here, where I'm driving inwards, I should be able to feel my groin muscles activating as I'm doing this exercise. With the external rotation, I should be able to feel it at the top of the glute, and it should feel deep. With this one, this is the spinal one, so spinal extension. I'm basically just trying to keep my hips on the ground and then bend up and reach up as high as I can. So really bending through that lower back. And this is going to help alleviate the compression in the lumbar spine. So this one's really, really important, particularly if we want to do some lifting work later on, but also even when landing. So if you're skiing and then you're landing, that's going to be really important. Another one here is the cat camel. So this is one where you're getting movement throughout the spine overall. So this can be a really good one to alleviate the spine as well. It feels really good, this one, but you can also get some good lumbar bend there as well. This one here is about getting the plantar flexion with the foot. You can see that I'm kind of turning my foot in. I'm trying to keep my knee still so it's not going too far in or out. It's not easy to keep it still, but as long as you can see here that I'm getting that plantar flexion working both inverting and everting my foot, so I'll be able to feel either side of my shin bone at the front and at the back there. So you're working both sides of the tibialis muscles, so posterior and anterior, and those muscles do a lot to stabilize the ankle because they both wrap around the calcaneus, which is basically the heel bone of the ankle. So that is going to be really important. And even if you did some extra reps where you're just plantar flexing, so just pushing your toes against the band, you can see I'm really trying to get the right spot with my band here to really be able to press up against it. You can use a towel as well. And even just doing where you're just plantar flexing, not necessarily having to rotate the ankle, that can get into the soleus muscle, which is the one that's connected to the Achilles, connected to the calcaneus. So all those muscles are going to help really stabilize, and then also kind of gripping as well. So another exercise here that you can do is to do what I call like a towel scrunch. So basically you're scrunching your toes up scrunching the towel up with your toes, and you're working those muscles underneath the foot to be able to activate those toes, and even try and do one toe at a time. So these are all things that can help develop those plantar fascia muscles and that proprioception in the bottom of the foot that helps with stability in the ankle.